This
You're
shit,
watching Madden
boy.
football
Earth
on EA Sports.
Legend.
Coming up, we'll see teams with a
Back
couple
with
of running
another
backs
Madden
who
20
each
video,
went
man.
over 100 yards
We
a
out
weekend
here.
ago, as it'll be the
Eagles
Philadelphia
versus
Eagles
Bills.
taking on the Buffalo Bills.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'll be
man.
back with you again with
So,
scores around
just
the
to
league
keep y'all
at
informed,
halftime.
man,
But
game
kickoff
plan
right around the
is
corner.
to,
And standing
I
by to
think,
call the action, here are
beat
Brandon
them by
Gaudin
3
and
touchdowns.
Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach.
I believe that it is.
Football here in upstate New York.
They're supposed to have like the best defense in the league,
in Orchard Park.
or one of the
A
best.
few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was
So,
the Bills racing out of the tunnel as
yeah,
they
man.
get set to match up
So our goal
with their
is
opponents.
to do the
Hello,
damn
everybody. With
thing.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills
But,
entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
It's crazy
Meanwhile,
because
for our visitors, the Eagles, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A
like,
perfect 7-0
yo, it's
on the
crazy
year.
because
And when we looked at this team in
we
August
over here
and we looked at the
chilling
schedule,
and
we thought they had the potential to get off to
barely
a hot
won
start.
that last
I don't
game.
think either of us expected 7-0.
Dang, yeah, Shady, you not with the Bills. You're a Chief now. Yeah, man, Aggie took that punt return back on the Cowboys. It was mad.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles to take over. It's Nate Sudfeld who gets the start. Fourth-year man, former Indiana Hoosier. And remember, no Nick Foles this year, so it's Sudfeld who will command this Philly offense.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Nasty Day doing his thing, man. He threw 3 picks last game, though. You know, it is what it is.
The 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Right, here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
And coming off the season, which saw him set career highs across the board, is tight end Zach Ertz, who's been around for a little while, but continues to improve in every facet. In fact, last year, he set the record for catches in a season by a tight end with 116, and he thinks that he can match that number or surpass it this season.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A look now at the Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Good job, got it.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did a production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
There we go. All right. All right. Strike first. It's always the plan, baby. You know what I mean? Strike first.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Bills now under third-year man Sean McDermott. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, you know, break the bank doing that. But that defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
You trying to roll out of it. See that? Yeah, man, we got to let them know we're here.
The sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was nice.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack. And he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Getting back there, boy. Yeah, talk time. Tell him about Fletch. 19 sacks on the season.
This one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson to return. The quick feet by Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
No. Oh, what the heck, man? Oh, snap.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The numbers for Howard a week ago, by the end of that one, he was knocking on the door for 200 yards.
And that was as good as I've seen him run the football. I mean, he absolutely attacked that defense. It looked like he was on the varsity, and they were scrimmaging the JV.
On second down and 4, Sudfeld gonna look deep for Jeffrey.
Shit.
And that'll be
Like,
incomplete.
I
Good
wasn't
protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They run with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Yo, that
felt
was the
incomplete
play.
there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that. Who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
I understand.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Let's get it.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Let's get it.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get...
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Old team, man.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Ooh,
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick-6 last time out. A loss of 2 there, second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play.
And McCoy loses the football.
Oh, let's get it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the defense there.
Credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Ready?
Yes,
15.
we are.
Line it. 15 line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I always rushed that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
That was scary. They was on me.
Running from the gun with Howard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guy.
But it misses the target.
I hit the wall, but
he was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it.
Oh,
and that
my
reminds me of the
God.
story you
That
told
was
me
my
from your
fault.
days
My
in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's
I
name,
don't
but
know what the
when
hell
he dropped an
happened on
open
that
pass
one.
and
I
you blew
meant to hit
coverage on,
X.
what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really
He
not
was
right since I
wide
blew
open.
coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time I'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier?
God
He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
I don't even know what the heck. Maybe because it's nighttime. Go right there, nigga. You ever been like that, nigga?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Roughing the passer.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Wow,
so
I didn't even do
fresh set
nothing.
of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Allen. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd
Where the hell
down.
did that passer come from?
Now let's take a look here at the
He
Bills
threw the
offense.
ball.
I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but SHAREfactory is one of my favorite running backs in the game. Vision, elusiveness, creativity, can take nothing and turn it into something, catches the ball out of the backfield, and runs with that supreme arrogance that running backs have, the best ones in the game, thinks that no one can stop him, and at the end of a run, will drop a shoulder and get extra yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third. Got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Edwards, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 17-0 our score after 1. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Second quarter, guys.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to SHAREfactory, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it.
Took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really...
Aguilar has it. A good pickup there at 22.
There we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's brought down.
Let's go.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're...
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Clement, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Clement, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
There we go.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
All right. There we go. Oh, that might be wild if they
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I'm like, man, these passes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes McCoy as he trots back out there now. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Fans believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Wow.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking in zone for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He's going deep for Brown. A fight for the football,
Oh,
and
we
it's
got it.
intercepted.
Oh, yes.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Good job,
And
Darby.
a big turnover
Running his
there
own
as his
team.
guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Howard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just dash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Oh, A scrap for the football before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
49 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
I've seen that too.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Get in the weight room. Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
There we go. Here we go. Oh. I ain't want that one to sell, man.
Once again, that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you...
Theirs. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's Allen. And the grab by
I didn't think
Croft.
that he would run.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Allen, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I didn't think that they were
The
running.
Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Oh,
Bold
man.
play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to
man.
Orlando, that's where
I
we
thought
find
they
our
was
man
gonna catch that
Jonathan
one.
Coachman at our EA Sports halftime
There we
report.
go.
Coach.
All right.